Hey guys, it's your guy Turtle Guy, and once again, I'm back with another video. Okay, that's better. Not at all. Oh my gosh, I look awful. So today, welcome to, as you've seen by the thumbnail, a brand new video series called Turtle Talks. And it's a little bit like a story time video, but it's just something I wanted to get off my chest while it was on my brain, and I'm sure I'll be bringing it up for a while, because that seems just like something I do. So, as you can see, the title of the video, it's usually at the bottom. The title of the video says Turtle Talks. It's either going to be a variation of what's street dating and embargo, or I got street. It'll probably be the first one because I don't like that. So we'll see. Maybe I'll change it halfway through its life cycle just to jazz things up. So as you know, on the Turtle Guy channel, even though I have a backlog, I love doing LEGO reviews. There's the what if set, the instructions, it's over there, mostly. Okay, here's the Valkyrie minifigure, which shows that I more or less only got that set, so it could be watcher memes. Also, I'll talk about, I'm gonna wait on doing this one, because there's a rumor going around that this won't be in season 1 of the show, and it might be season 2 set, which is something worth talking about. Anyway, so it's currently October 1st, and there's new LEGO sets out today. But yesterday I had some time off. I was doing some investigating. So this story starts off ages ago. Myself and good friend of the channel, David Kivo. He's been in videos, I'm sure. Anyway, friend of the channel. I mentioned him a whole lot. We went to a shop, of which, fuck it, Smith's. I don't care. I got buying the product. I'm not bitter. What are they going to say? Oh, you talk bad about our company. I bought. Spoiler alert. I buy things. So anyway, so we were in there, and he was looking at Transformers. I'll admit it. I'm not the biggest Transformers fan, but he was. I support him, so we went and saw them, and we went and had a look. Also, I can't mention Transformers without legally mentioning Cyberprime. Shout out to him too. But don't worry, he gets mentioned in the story. All of them do. So, we're in Spitz, and this is a while back. But good friend of the channel, Dave Killo, notices that there are two. I don't know the exact one. I think it was Rhinox or something. I could be wrong. David, feel free to comment down below what the actual figures were. But that a whole bunch of times you've mentioned that Smith sometimes puts stuff out on the shelf that is out either early or that's not on the site. So then I got to thinking. I had free time yesterday, which was September 30th, and I was like, I got a few hours to kill. I'm gonna go down to the shop, toy shop. I'm gonna investigate, see if I can't find some of those new sets early. Listen, I'll be honest. I thought it's pretty unlikely. This has never happened before that I've seen sets early and been able to get them. The closest thing was earlier this year where I got the Infinity Saga sets, and I finally, after, because I heard like, oh, there's a certain place selling them early, but I could never track down where. I went through every single site that sold LEGO products, and I finally found one, and I ordered it, and it took them ages to ship it. Now, it shipped early, but by the time it got to me, the sets were I could go into a shop normally and get them. So, well, yeah, I'm trying to think if memory serves me. I think at that time I only got the in-game battle and the Ironmonger one, of which I have reviewed. There is so much stuff on this channel, by the way, side note, that I have reviewed, and I have all those serial reviews and what have you. They're done. I just need to edit them, because the thing with serial reviews is I do them in parts, and I need to tie them up in a bow. Hopefully this won't need any parts. But anyway, hold on. I want to make a joke. Sorry, that was just annoying me. And yes, that is the Daily Bugle, of which also videos are done for. Okay, sure. Videos are also done for that, but like I mentioned, editing's a bitch. Plus, also my phone's really slow when it comes to editing like that. Like, this is the app you use. Give us a second while we like one of the videos is edited. It's just, oh, give us a second while we process or download it. I'm like, fuck. This is this is my motivation speaking. I'm like, take too long. We go do something else. Me sleep. I did fall asleep today. I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting off tangent. So, yes, I went down to the shop, and to my amazing surprise, I don't know, I may or may not edit this in, probably won't, but I seen two products. I actually seen a whole lot. So, I seen the products, and I was like, holy shit, took a picture, instantly grabbed it, and I'm like, this is it, this is it. And I was so excited because, alright, let me explain. So, coming out in October, there was the Batman Tumbler set, two Batman sets. There was like a Batman cowl, the Batman tumbler, the smaller one, not the direct-to-consumer one. The Batman tumbler set, the 1960s Batman cowl set, the yeah, three Spider-Man No Way Home sets, and the Eternal sets. If memory, if memory serves, I think that's all that's coming out. Now all I saw was the tumbler set, the Batman cowl, tumbler set, the Batman cowl, and two of the three Spider-Man No Way Home sets. There were also some other products that only released on October 1st that were there. So, instantly, I grabbed one and I'm like, oh, it's there. And I thought, hey, as far as I was aware, that was that. Like, there was one that was €20, but I noticed the price wasn't up on it correctly. I'd take them anyway. I go to the till and I go up to the man. There was a bit of a queue, which my brain. I only figured this out. Oh yeah, it's it's the back half of the year. This is when the toy shops get busy. Because obviously Christmas and what have you. I go up and I lay my products down. Also, I was expecting like, hey, these are Spider-Man sets. I really hope someone is like, hey, Spider-Man. I'm like, hey, Spider-Man. No, that didn't happen. Both times. I go up to the counter. And I'm like, this one, could you check the price of this one? He scans it, and he scans the other one, and he's like, huh, it's coming up that I can't sell these to you. Now I had to play this cool, because instantly my brain knew, shit, I got street dated. What street dated means is, if you get lucky and see a Lego set in the wild, that is out early, 9 times out of 10, depending on the store. Like, if you go and see it in a supermarket, you're obviously not going to get street dated. If it's a store like that, possibly you could. It depends. I don't know. Also, Lego's really tough. If it's some, again, in hindsight, I probably should have talked to David before this, because I don't know which of the figures. I think it's happened before that he's got stuff before it came out, or like it was listed online. But Lego's real tricky about things like this. And it's like, hey, come on, hey, okay. So anyway, the guy selling me the stuff is like, hey, it's not... And he's like, okay, I'll go get the manager. Makes sense. Problem comes up. Consult the manager. And they're like, yeah, where's the manager? Of which she was there a second ago, and then she just vanished. She's like, get her out. 4 minutes roughing around going for the manager. Listen, at this point I knew I'm not getting these today. Which is the annoying part. And I'm like, oh, that means, and I don't know, it was at that point I'm like, oh, god damn it. I mean, I could go and get them tomorrow, and plus it's the fact, October 1st falls on a Friday. If it fell on a Monday, I'd order these and then they would be shipped to me by the end of the week. But also, it was just handy to walk down and get them. But anyway, the manager comes, and they're like, oh, embargo. Everyone at the place, everyone there is like, what's an embargo? Clearly an embargo is, so street day it is like, okay, must be released October 1st. 10 chances to 1 on the boxes, or what's usually on the boxes is, do not put on shelves until October 1st. Because, obviously, you won't be allowed to sell it, and there'll be a notification, you cannot sell this item. And I knew, like, the minute he says I can't sell this to you, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna. I didn't even bother fighting. I didn't be like, I want this item. Why can't you sell this to me? Grr. Yeah, that was not worth my time. They're gonna tell me no, and I'm gonna be like, fine, I'll be back tomorrow. But the other thing is, the manager's like, oh yeah, we can't sell this item to you. I'll take it off the shelf. This is where I got a little salty. Oh, they didn't say when I could, like, they didn't say, oh, if you come back tomorrow, we'll sell this to you gladly. Or, oh, you can't buy it until tomorrow. They didn't specify. Now, maybe they didn't know, but it's like, come on, it's the end of the month. Tomorrow's October. You made a mistake. Admit to your mistake. So obviously, I left the place, and I was like, God damn. Now, at this point, I was a little pre-focused on the Spider-Man sets. I went, had myself a lovely hot beverage, brackets, white chocolate, hot chocolate. I love it so much. I don't know why. Anyway, while I was in the place, I was like, huh. I was texting. So I texted the Hoover, the Sideburr, and the David. They submitted some beautiful memes, 10 out of 10 memes. And they're like, oh, turtle guy when he doesn't get his Legos, and they're like, David in classic fashion, a Homelander meme. Anywho, anywho, so yeah, and then they're like, oh, you didn't get them? No sale, no sale. Anyway, and then I don't, yeah, we couldn't come up with any other plans, and then I'm like, okay, tomorrow I get them. Now, I go to college, if I haven't mentioned, and like I said, I had free time before classes on the Thursday. I didn't have class till 11, so I could wander around and just be back up in time, of which I was. My problem was that on Friday, I have classes, so I have classes from 9 a.m. till 12, and then my bus goes at 1. So that's only giving me an hour bracket to get them. And you're like, oh, well, it takes 15-20 minutes to get down there, and it takes 15-20 minutes to get back up, give or take. And then it could take 10 minutes to go with the purchase, and then, I don't know. In theory, I was like, I can make it. And then I'm like, oh, what if I miss the bus? And then I'm like, I'll have no way home. Also, David Kivel also goes to my college. He's like, hey, I'll show you around. And I'm like, alright, you know what? Thanks. We'll keep you on the back burner, but I can do this. So then I prepare myself. I got myself ready. I get a nice long shower. I get a good soak. I soak up I go to bed early. I get my body physically and mentally ready. So yeah, today's the day. It's October 1st. I wake up. I check the website to make sure it's on. There was also a click and collect option, which yeah, in hindsight probably would have been handier, but I didn't want to risk I didn't want to risk it for two reasons. Reason number one. If it's a case where my class goes on, yeah, that was one of my biggest issues. If class went on too late, till like 10 past or quarter past 12, then I couldn't get there in time. And again, ironically, I'd have no way home. Oh my god, I've lost. God damn it, I've confused where I am in the story. Yeah, so I looked up another store just in case Smith wouldn't sell it to me, or I'd go in and Smith is like, they're still in the back a lot, or like, they're still in the back, and I'm like, no time, go to other store, get them instead. Anyway, I check, so I was gonna do the click and collect, but that's all like, pay us and you can pick up the item, and I'm like, too risky, way too risky, no. So, I decide, okay, they have the items, and I checked, and it was in stock in the store. So, class ends at 11:30. Woohoo! I'm a half an hour ahead of schedule. So, bye college mates, as I run down to the store with a sore leg because I don't know why. We're doing a lot of sitting, and then I don't know, my leg just went all weird, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it was the pressure. My leg was like, I don't want to do this. Plus, we did this yesterday. You're walking me too much. I make it to Smith's, and I run in, and they're back on the shelf, right where they were yesterday. Also, I forgot to mention, after I went to the place for hot chocolate, I went back into. Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry, I did forget about it. So when I was in Smith's, I was looking at the. Because I took a picture, because it was like so amazing. Like, these sets are on early, yay! So I was looking at the picture and I'm like, wait, that's the Tumblr set there, and the Batman, Batman 1966 cows there. They're also not supposed to be out. Now, also, in theory, yeah, I probably could have went up and tried, but I listened. They were probably like, "Please get out of our store. Please stop coming up with items that we can't sell you." And to be honest, I didn't really want to try. And then, oh yeah, we can sell this to you. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't really want this. I just wanted to test a theory. Yeah, maybe I could have just checked it. I was like, I want to check these prices, and also that you have them on a daily. I don't know. That's. But anyway, I didn't do that. Like I said, I got to the store and I was ahead of schedule by half an hour, which is very good. Run and grab the sets. They were also stacking shut. So it was the exact same as how I saw it yesterday. There was one of the Spider-Man sets missing, and that's one with Mysterio that was based on Far From Home. We'll talk about them because yes, I got the sets. Oh, I got the sets, but we're saving them, saving them. So, I play it casual. I look at look at the Funko Pops, I look at the Transformers, because they were stacking up there, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to come out too strong. They had a whole bunch. They were still stacking up. Like I think they had the Eternal sets, but they were still in boxes. It was like, yeah, it was like 11 or 12 o'clock. Why wasn't this done? Why wasn't this done? Anyway, so they had the two Spider-Man sets put back up on the shelf. No doubt they were probably putting up the Eternal set soon. I think that's all the ones they had to use. A whole lot of stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, I grabbed the two sets I wanted. I was hemming and hawing about the other one, but yesterday I was like, you didn't sell this to me. I'm betting this tomorrow. And I walk up, it's the same guy. And I'm like, oh, we're going to have an interaction of some sort. Manager walks past, she doesn't notice me. I go up, I put my stuff. The other thing, and I mentioned this slightly, it was a little busy the other day yesterday. If I'm loading this on the right day. For context, for me it's October 1st. I don't know. Maybe you're in the future. Maybe you're in the past. So I'm in the queue because there's a queue because my God, the store's gotten so busy. There's people all over the queue, and they're also getting Lego sets, but I guess they also didn't. Why aren't you getting your kids Spider-Man No Way Home sets? But there was a person ahead of me that got so. She got like one little, there's a little tractor set. I'm like, you must be a present of some sort. Then the guy goes, and I think this must have been a click and collector. He comes out with these big direct-to-consumer sets. I saw a big Harry Potter one, and I don't know. I must look. I don't know. It was a these bunch of big ones. A big Harry Potter one, a big friend one, all the big sets, and I'm like, ooh, if I was a kid, I'd be. Well, I'm not much of a Harry Potter fan, but I'd be happy seeing that. I walk up, I put the pieces on the counter, and he's like, oh, okay, dude, this is the price. I'm like, you don't remember? It was the same guy, unless he had a twin, and he didn't remember me. I was wearing the exact same outfit, different shirt maybe, and different mask. You didn't recognize me? I mean, okay, fair enough. But I've had other experiences. I remember GameStop. I'd go in every week and I'd be like topping up money on a pre-order. They got to know me. I was pre-ordering Disney Infinity. When it came out, they're like, oh yeah, we got like spare these bonus pre-orders from last year. We had like a whole bunch of spare ones. Here, we'll give this one for free. And I'm like, you're so kind. You're so nice. Thanks. He didn't recognize me, and the weirdest part of the the exchange, I paid for it, and he's like, okay, and gives me his fee, and I look at him, we lock eyes, and I'm like, you want to give me a bag? I didn't say this, but I'm like, because usually I go to that store a lot, and they always offer me a plastic bag, no charge, no anything. Or they're like, hey, do you want a bag? Maybe it was the fact I was at a different till, but they were like, mm-mm. Yeah, I mentioned there was a whole bunch of people queuing. It was like, hey, oh my God, so many parents. It's like, oh, Yeah, the guy had gone to go get the other person's big ass Lego set. And she's like, "Is there anyone at the queue? Why is that person there? Why is that?" And I'm like, "Okay, lady, I need you to calm down." That's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, number one, I'm not going there unless I have not for a while. My legs are tired. I'm gonna stay away from there for a while. I'll order all my future products online. Thank you very much. This was a fun experience, but I don't want an experience like that again. And plus, it's getting closer to Christmas. It's getting busy. I'm staying away. Um. So yeah, I get the products, but now I have a new problem. I don't have a bag. I have a backpack, but it won't fit because, in theory, I should have. No, let me explain. Usually, I always have like a carrier bag in my backpack just in case. It's like, oh shit, I need groceries or I need to buy something. I have a spare bag with me. I completely forgot to bring it. I thought I am so prepared, and I looked, and it wasn't there. So now I'm slightly like again. I'm ahead of schedule. It's only 20 past 12. No, I don't think. Yeah, it was 20. It was quarter past 12. The bus was not. I could see the bus. The bus depot or where the bus parks is right next to the retail park, and I could see them all parked up there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But I had no bag. So then I rushed into like one of those one of those like price. I don't know, one of those like pound, euro cheap shop, cheap shop. I walk in there. I hold on to the items because again, he didn't give me a bag, and I didn't want to go back in and be like, "Could I have a bag, please?" I probably could have, but fuck it, I was that that also meant going backwards because I kind of walked up, stopped, sorted out my affairs, and be like, I didn't have a bag. So I went forward into the shop, and I'm like, I need a bag, I need a bag. At this point, it was packed. I was like, need a bag, need a bag. So, did I find a bag? Basically, I instantly rushed, I got some batteries. Didn't think that through because it was like, okay, hey, batteries. I picked up the wrong batteries. We were looking for batteries, and I'm like, God damn it, I picked up more pencil ones. This is not what I wanted. But I only recognized that later. Then I instantly, bag. I think it was like a €2 bag, and then the lady was there like, we have smaller, do you want a smaller bag? And I'm like, no. Again, I was a little flustered, and I'm like, I'll get used to this bag, yeah. I didn't notice until I opened it up, and she's like, "Oh, you got this product from Simpson?" And I'm like, "I have seen it." She's like, "Ah, you get it." Maybe I had a better interaction with that lady than the guy in the shop. Guy in the shop, if you've seen this, I know you're only working there. Listen, I'm not being rude. Good job. Also, Smith, good job. You have the sets. You get me the sets. Good job. This is not me thrashing on Spence. Go to that shop. This is not negative. Please don't kick me out of that shop. It's the only shop I like going to. You're a good shop. We love you. All the you recommended shop. Good shop. Toy shop. Watch this be a video that blows up and then Spence is like, you banned. Please don't ban me. You're a good store. I didn't even film in there, so like. And I'm not. And now upon talking about it, I'm not putting up that image. And listen, it's just a nice little antidote. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm so glad that I did manage to get those sets eventually. And I got them because your store was so handy. And oh my God, please stop. That's all I get. Anyway, the final part of my story. I got the bag, put them in the bag. I'm not gonna show you the bag, but while walking, I was like, hey, this bag would be big. And then it extended even more. Like, holy shit, this bag is huge. This bag was about as big as me. And I'm like, who needs a bag this size? It was like that big. But yeah, big, comically large bag. And I kind of realized, I should have went for the smaller bag. But it don't matter. It was a nice bag. I don't know what I'll ever use it for again. Yes, like I said, shout out to Smiths. I'm not sponsored, but hey, if you want to sponsor me, I'll talk about good press. You got good stuff in that shop. Listen, it was out of your control. You couldn't sell me the products, but listen, it's okay. We're cool. We're cool, right? Listen, you can send me stuff. Yeah. If you're a Smith's employee, yeah. But anyway, we got the Spider-Man sets. So this is the Spider-Man at the Sanctum Workshop set. This is the big one. This is the one I wanted because it got Doctor Strange, it got Spider-Man in a new suit, and it got long. Yeah. Once again, this is my final plea, Smiths, please. I mean, no disrespect, you're such a good shop. And yeah, I just like going to it. Then we have Spider-Man's drone. I don't know why this is called Spider-Man's drone, Jude. Because there's another set that also uses drones. Again, I haven't got. I might end up getting it. I don't know. I also need to get the Advent calendar. Maybe I'll get it from my good local Irish toy shop, Smiths. Because, like I said, we're on no bad terms. I hope. I hope. Anyway, so this is based on Spider-Man Homecoming apparently, but again, the suit is based on Far From Home. No idea. The only thing this is Homecoming wise is Vulture. I don't know if they slapped that on there to be like, we don't want to get in trouble for spoilers. But yeah, that's the two sets. Expect reviews of these very soon. The reason I'm doing this little Turtle Guy Talks video as well. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to talk about it, do a little haul, and I want to open this and build this as soon as possible. Because again, it's got a cool new Doctor Strange and a cool new Spider-Man. Anyway, that is it for this first and hopefully not the last installment of Turtle Talk. So yeah, like I said, short version, street dating and embargo is something you don't want. Embargo is like if you sign a contract like I won't talk about this, or embargo means they won't sell you the product until October 1st. Which, listen, I totally get. And the reason I make a video of it, this has never happened to me before. I see it so much in places like America or somewhere that get it so much. Like I said, this is not me calling out any Smiths or like Crunchy Lego. This has never happened to me before. I buy Legos a lot, and I'm kind of happy it did. In a weird way. Like, listen, I got the sets. I came out happy. Smiths got their money. Listen, I got product. They got cash for product. We all happy. Anyway, join me another time if I decide to do another Turtle Guy Talks. They're a little on the long side. If you want, I don't know, maybe give it a listen. You don't need to look at my face while I talk. I don't know. You could be building Legos, building a bomb. Not that one. Going for a walk, making a souffle, making an apple tart, making some cake. You listen to this. Anyway, I am your guide, Turtle Guy. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on for almost half an hour, and I'll chat to you next time, hopefully. And yeah, comment down below if this has ever happened to you on something that isn't Lego related. Maybe it has. I don't know. But it is also good to know that places will like also, if I was a toy maker who's like, hey, selling my product early. Even though some people, like I said, this is my final thoughts on the matter. I didn't mind it, where some people could be like, hey, what's the big deal? I have this, you put it on the shelf. I didn't mind, honestly. The only thing that slightly annoyed me is they didn't say, oh yeah, if you come back tomorrow, we can sell them to you. Like, I didn't even want, like, oh, we'll keep them in back and for you. I'm like, no. That was the only thing, but listen, I'll be honest, I didn't ask. If I asked, they'd probably be like, oh, come back tomorrow or next week and we'll sell them to you. Fair enough. I'm just, it's me. I would have done my research and be like, I knew when they were coming out. I knew. Listen, the minute you said we can't sell this to you, my brain was like, Anyway, that's my final thoughts on the matter. Hopefully, this doesn't become a big thing, and I am publicly banned from Smith's, that beautiful toy shop. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below if you've had a similar experience, and subscribe for more videos of me talking like this and of me reviewing those sets along with the minifigures. The minifigures and the what if set I'm waiting for the show to finish, just so I have a good kind of idea of like characters and what have you, and like I don't know why they did this character as opposed to character B. Anyway, I'm a guy, turtle guy, saying bye guys.